you've already taken this deal. The evidence is there. The evidence is there.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the G3 Boardroom. Today we are going to be playing a little game of our own. Oh yes. It's kind
Now
of
you said a game of our own. Go ahead. Instead
What?
of something else.
a league of their own.
What?
A game by ourselves or playing. Never mind.
It's sort of a guessing game. I'm going to put forward some hopefully thought-provoking game-related questions. And these two are going to try to guess which I would be preferring. So it's kind of going to be, like I said, it's going to be game-related, and we'll get to the questions, and we'll have a chance to talk about it. They'll try to make their case.
I'm going for a low score. Like golf.
Going for lows. Okay.
Speak a piece. Do it.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay.
Here we go.
Question number one. You get every new board game immediately before anyone else in the world first, but you can only play it solo.
Okay. And you want me to guess what you would pick.
prefer.
Yes, you are. Yes, that's how you will score points. If one of you can guess what I would say, you will score a point.
So you would say either it's yes, I'll take every board game before everybody else on the planet, but I can only play by myself. Or just
life is normal.
Life is normal.
Well, yes. Yes. Yeah, and all these are just, it is, that's a good question. It's just life is, it's not like this or you die. It's this or just, life is
Rather
normal.
final. I don't think we're going to get to the rest of the questions.
Okay.
So there's no need to try to lawyer the yes but or no ifs.
Are we coming to a consensus here, or are we coming up with our own answers?
Well, you're going to have to come up with your own answer because it's going to be your own score.
And who's scoring?
I am.
In your head?
We'll have to come up with some way. I'll let you know who scored the one. I'll let you know what my answer is.
Well, there's only two options.
Well, yeah, there's only two of us.
Yeah.
But, I know what I'm taking. So you get every game before anybody else, but you can only ever play it solo?
Or you have to play each one solo.
You have to play it solo.
Until when? Until street date, and then you can play with everybody else, or just forever you're a shut-in?
You're not a shut-in. You can leave your house if you would like.
But you can't play any board game ever unless you're playing by yourself.
Yes, but you'll be getting these games. You'll be getting these games before anyone else in the world. So I mean, you could.
What fun is that? You can't share it with anybody.
You can share it with the world.
I'm gonna
Look,
go
look at my solo. Hi YouTube. This is my solo playthrough.
See, I have some thoughts in my head, so I have my answers.
I've got my
What
answer.
what are your thoughts in your head?
Well, I don't want to.
No, you're not going to. I've already got my answer. It's right there.
I'll tell you can.
So I think back a few years ago, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to be the first person to get Dark Tower. Okay, great.
It was like 5 years ago.
Right.
It took that long to get it.
And you could play that game solo. Great. But then I also would get every single copy of Monopoly ever made, and I have to play every single one of them solo.
Well, you wouldn't be forced to. It's
You see, that was the question.
Yeah,
Do I have to play these games, or can I use it as firewood?
When you gamed, you could
Fill some
only game
potholes in the
solo.
street.
Can I use it as a weapon?
Yes.
Throw the pieces at people.
I mean, it would be. I mean, if you think about it logically, it would be physically impossible to be forced to play every single game that.
Well, I guess the idea is
out.
you wouldn't get the next game that came out until you played the previous game. And then everybody else would have to wait until you played the damn game. So you're holding all game production of the whole world.
Well, see, that would make it. That would, just to be a jerk, that would make it more.
Think of the power.
But that's not part of
The entire industry grinds to a halt.
That's not part of the scenario here.
Jason got COVID again. He's laying in his bed. No games are being produced because he's not playing Monopoly.
Every single Kickstarter would probably be blamed squarely on you.
Yes, so to avoid all that.
Okay, I have an answer.
I do too. Go ahead, Dave.
Life is normal. That's got to be the option.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I
has
think
to
you'd
be
take Life is Normal because I think Jay is a social gamer guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and as much as I love doing these things on YouTube, and as much as it would be, you talk about having, if you're really into, I mean, I do this for playing the games. If I did this for the YouTube views, then I'd be like, oh my gosh, I got to take those games because I want to have exclusive content that, no one else is going to have. But yeah, I do this for the games, so I would be life is normal.
There's nothing wrong with playing solo games. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And some people, that's their only option. That's cool too. But I think you're more of a social guy who you want to play the games, but you want to hang out and yeah.
Okay, so keep track of your scores. You both have 1 point.
Or do we both have 0 because we tied?
You both have 1. This is a European.
We both have a million.
It's a European game, so the ties you both get a point.
Got it.
Got a million. Still tied. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Cool. Next
They both have the square root of 13. All right.
Stop being so irrational. Sorry.
I get it.
Math jokes.
Yeah.
Continue.
Great.
What do you got?
All right. Question number 2. You can have a board game night every week
Oh, I'll take it.
without fail, but you will never get better than second place.
I have my answer.
Already.
So, how long is this board game night?
How long is the board game night?
Long enough.
13 seconds.
I mean, just think of
If it's one game,
no. Think of like your average board game night. It's going to
Well-
be at least 3. Let's say 3-4 hours.
Some of us
enough to play like 3 or 4 games.
some of us think I'm crazy. Ask my wife. You can play board games for 8 hours? Yes.
Well, it would
Minimum.
it would be a board game night every week. So some weeks it would be, we're playing Gloomhaven. It's only one game. Some games we're playing Soul Clover. It's going to be, we're going to play 20. Some board game nights we have 6 hours. Sometimes we have 4. So that, it's real
Guaranteed
world
every week.
parameters, but guaranteed every week. Yeah.
But I'll never win a game.
Yes.
Yeah. The best you would get is second place.
Okay.
I have my answer.
Do we have to play Monopoly?
Yes.
No, you don't have to.
No,
play
I know.
Monopoly.
It was tying into the previous question.
You went first last time. Should I go first
Go
this
ahead.
time? I think Jason would absolutely take that deal to have the board game thing once a week and never win because he doesn't win anyway. So it's again normal life.
I would say he would absolutely take the playing the games every week, but I don't think it's because he never wins.
I'll be second place. I'll take it. It's exciting.
I think Jason, like most people, especially you and I, just loves the interaction, loves the
play.
gaming, loves the socializing. So I would say yes, he would take that. If you never could win the game, so be it.
Both wrong.
Wow.
Oh, you wouldn't take that deal?
I mean, I played a good amount of board games nights. I win sometimes, and I value those times. So I would like
It didn't happen.
I would like to be able to maintain the possibility to win once in a while.
What if it's a co-op game?
Well,
Moving on.
co-op. I like to win co-op games.
So you
so
can't, everybody must lose then.
Yeah.
What?
I don't want to play with you no more.
No, just my team would always lose.
I propose that you've already taken this deal. The evidence is there. The evidence is there.
Before you had said you had your answer. I've got an answer here for you.
Option 1 or option 2?
When planning this video, he thought it'd be so much fun. He didn't think didn't think he was going to open up these avenues of attack. Next question, sir.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun for me. Okay, so you have both scored on the
1,000,000
first
points.
one and scored nothing on the second one.
Oh.
So you're both losing. Question number 3.
I don't feel like I'm losing.
How am I losing?
I was just ahead by that much.
Are social or party games like Pictionary or Soul Clover or even Cards Against Humanity? Well, yeah, even that. are they better to play with people that you've known for a long time, or are they more fun to play with people that you're just getting to know?
Oh, we might actually come up with different answers on this one.
Possibly. It all depends on your thought. Obviously, on your thought.
I got-
process.
So,
I-
it all depends on what you say and what I say. It might be different.
I think he changes his answers in between too.
I haven't thought about these. I wait till your answers.
Yeah,
then I
whatever
make
we
my
say,
answers.
he picks the
Picks
opposite.
the opposite.
Yeah. And then when you guys say a different answer, I pick the one I like better.
Well, I think I'm pretty confident on this one. So I won't even.
I've got
no lawyering at all. No.
I've got my answer too. You
Yes.
go ahead. I've got my answer. It's right there.
I honestly think I firmly believe that you prefer to play those types of games with family members because I think it's more enjoyable. It's you get more inside jokes going on. You've built strong relationships with them, so you can be a little more open with your answers. So that would be my response.
It's an excellent response. That's not my response. I think Jason prefers to play those with randos because when we were in Gen Con and we played So Clover with the random people, we had a blast, and it was like, I'm pretty sure that was Jason's favorite part of Gen Con was playing with those random people. And he actually complained that he didn't get to play with enough random people. He was stuck hanging out with us.
But I'm also going to make a counterpoint to that. We recently did a video.
He's changing his mind.
We recently did a video, and some of his best memories are those game nights with his family members.
That's true too.
So
That's true too. I don't know. I think, you know what? I think when you talked, you probably convinced him. And then when I talked, you probably convinced him. And so let's see what he's got.
Oh my God.
Let's look for deceptive verbal cues.
As God is my witness, in general, I say. No, I agree with Dave.
Oh!
It was close, and you have a good point because I did have a great time playing So Clover at Gen Con, and one of my not regrets, but one thing that kind of bummed me out a little bit about last year's Gen Con was not enough interaction with people that
Randos.
randos, that's people I didn't know. But I think you get more out of these if you know the people they play with. I think that when you're with randos, you kind of have to put a little filter on.
I agree.
But if you're playing with people that you know, you can be a little bit crazier and I think it's a little bit
you
funny.
don't want to offend people that you've just met. You don't want to.
You don't want to. He does.
I do not.
I do.
I'm winning.
Man, Dave's up by like 1 million.
By a million, yeah. I think we're about halfway there too. Question number
Where's
4.
there?
The end of the question, the end of the game.
Are we going on a trip?
Do I win a prize?
Yes. No.
Usually we vote on these things.
Continue.
Okay.
All right, what do you got?
Question number 4.
Using Chat GPT?
No. You always play with. You can play your favorite, most awesome games, but you're playing with people that are completely clueless. They just don't get it.
Normal life.
Or
Do these people
you're
have a certain name?
or you are playing games that are just horrible, but you're playing with awesome other gamers.
So are you choosing the people or the game, essentially?
It's however I don't want to sway your thought process.
It's a terrible game, but the people are awesome. Or it's a great game, and the people are dumb as rocks. Did I paraphrase that correctly?
Yes.
Yeah. I have my answer. I'm prepared to.
I think I'm pretty. I feel good about this answer as well. I'll let you go first because I went first last time.
You did, yeah. I think Jason chooses the people over the game. Again, being the social guy that Jay is, I think he chooses to play with people he likes, and he doesn't care if the game is bad.
I was going to say the same thing. I really firmly believe that the game can be bad, but the interaction with the people can overcome that.
You can have a great game playing a bad game, have a good time with good people.
Right. I honestly, and you both, I think we're in the same boat. I think the three of us, when we play Monopoly, I think we can make it funny,
Oh,
but
make it fun.
we hate the game, but we can make it fun.
Yeah, that was that's right.
Yeah,
I don't know why you keep calling me social though. I'm one of the most introverted people. I am the most introverted person on this at this table for sure.
I'm trying to build you up so I can chop you later.
Yeah.
You just got the X. But I present to you the example of that. What was that game with the Winter Queen at Gen Con?
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
Oh, it was an atrocious game.
Yes.
It was terrible. We had a blast.
We had a blast. Yeah.
The best part of it was just watching you
Watching me
get
eat-
your
what-
beat red face because you're so angry. We were just poking you with that terrible rule. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that one rule.
But-
we beat the tar out of them with
Just
this one
twist
rule.
that knife.
Just it was awful, but it was a lot of fun. I wouldn't buy that game, but we had fun playing bad games.
I got to come up with harder questions. All right,
I don't
next
think
question.
you came up with any of these questions.
We only
Came
gave
up with
us two
everyone.
options. Maybe there's a third option.
You're still ahead.
Oh, okay.
They're still in the lead.
Good.
Yeah,
I want that prize.
This is the last question, by the way.
Oh.
Oh,
You can board game for 1 hour every week or 8 hours every 8 weeks.
so 1 hour
Is that the same
every
thing?
day, or 8
No,
hours?
1 hour every week.
1 hour a week or 1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour every week. Let's say
Oh.
you get 1 hour every Saturday, and the
Can't even set up some games.
well, let's assume that the game, the without setup time. So you'd have 1 hour of gameplay every week, or you'd have an 8 hour gameplay block every 8 weeks.
That's normal life.
So, okay, so
Well, then you have to do I enjoy normal life, or would I rather have it every week?
1 hour a week, or
Yes.
say eight hours on a Saturday, but then you can't play a game again for 8 weeks after.
Yes, so
Got
it's
You can
once.
spread that 8 hours over. An 8 hour block,
Yes.
use it or lose it, and then you got to wait 8 weeks.
Yeah, but we would assume though that you would always be able to use it. I mean, fate would intervene, and hey, the birthday party was canceled, so your Saturday is free.
The only reason I'm thinking of this way, because technically, if it's 8 hour block, I could just spread it over 8 weeks, and then it's an hour each week. It's the same thing.
No, has to
That's
be
what I'm saying.
One
Use it
or the other.
use it or
cannot
lose
be
it.
altered.
Okay. I have my answer.
Okay, as do I. I think it's your turn to go first.
Okay. I honestly think it has to be the 8 hours I guess what we would say every 2 months. Every 8 weeks.
Yeah,
It's the 8 hours because most games you play take the minimum 30 minutes. You might get lucky in a 15, 20-minute game, but most games you can play is 30 minutes, and you don't want it to end after an hour. Nobody wants to play board games for an hour and say, okay, that was enough for that.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
So I think it's definitely an 8 hour block.
I think Jay would take the hour. I think he would take the hour a week.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I'm going.
You're just hoping to tie.
I was hoping for a tie.
He's playing the percentages.
Playing the percentages. See, he changed his mind again. I know he did. I can see the hamster.
You saw the hamster jump to the other wheel.
I think I had legitimately picked the hour. If it's all straight up 1 hour solid of gaming per week, everything set up not included, having to go mow the lawn not included, other things that interrupt your life not included, I think you take the hour.
I think I take the 8 hours. I think Dave hit it on. He kind of hit it on the head. With the and this is in perpetuity, and it's an either or. I think that the 1 hour gaming thing would be okay every once in a while. In fact, I was thinking about like where I work. That there's some other people that play games. Been talking to them about, hey, we should do like a lunch thing. Where we pick
absolutely.
a game and just play it like this. But I wouldn't want that to be like my only gaming time.
I used to play BattleCon with a dude at lunch.
I understand what you're saying because I run a board game club and we do it 2 times a week, and I wish I could do it more. So,
How long do you guys play for each time week?
you see, that's the thing. It's about an hour and a half. Sometimes
Okay.
it's stretched to 2. So, and you feel like, you know what, I don't want this to end. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a close call for me because even though if it's just 1 hour, you can still. We'll come back to this game and finish it, you know. But still, I kind of like the 8 hours. That's what I
But then
like
you
about the
gotta wait.
gaming weekend, you know.
right, you had to wait a whole week though to even pick up that game again, because that
Right.
limits a lot of games you could play unless you're willing to just leave it on the table.
Leave it on the table. I do just
Right.
like leaving games out on the table. Someone's always gonna mess with it.
Right. All right. Well, Dave's the winner. Dave scored 2 million more points.
Lies,
No, it's on camera.
lies.
Right, it's funny because I've known you for like 3 times as long as I've known Dave, I think.
Absolutely.
Which
Yeah.
is proof that he keeps changing his mind.
Oh, he's adapting. He's becoming wiser
Oh,
in his
yeah,
years.
adapt, overcome. All right.
So what it was I came up with the question knowing what he would say, choosing the opposite, you know, hoping that Dave would pick the other one.
Sabotage.
Layers.
Like an onion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stinks.
You were playing checkers. He was playing 4D chess.
Uh-huh. Been outwitted.
Yeah, well, if you guys were playing along at home, I hope that you did well.
Because you know him so well.
I lost to him by 2 million points. You gotta do better than that.
If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you feel like subscribing, well, go ahead and subscribe. We'd love that.
Really helps the channel.
We'll see you next time.